I'm going to do a better version of this video right here. Yeah, I'm not crazy about the YouTube comments and all that kind of stuff, so I'm going to do it and probably put no comments on this one. Yeah. So my video is going to be, what is the difference between a high school diploma and a certificate of achievement? And I wrote a few things in there that signifies it to be very different. I wrote about 9 things on my list that signifies what is different. And I'm going to put a disclaimer. I don't always encourage college on a lot of people, or the armed forces. Because everybody's path is different. I know for a fact I can't join the armed forces because I'm autistic. Um, and I have went other routes to get where I am headed. So, with that being out of the way, I'm going to start. So, the high school diploma has an overall package for completion of 3 or maybe 4 years of high school. Okay, I'm going to explain this, break it down. This counted for 4 years because my first year was in Evergreen Junior High School. And they counted that for the diploma track. Well, you went before core, and I think this one was basic core. I can't remember. Just sorry if I'm looking at it right now, but let's see. Oh yeah, basic, LA basic, and or they got a technical one too. But anyways, this counted all 4 years. Went to high school for 3 years. That's before HL built the freshman center in their building. That's where I graduated from, HL Bourgeois High School. Alright, so I'm going to show you a little piece, a little difference here. Like sometimes people may have a certificate of achievement with the cover very similar to this, but the difference is in the inside. When I open it right here, like flash it up. Sorry, I'm sorry to show my name, but anyways. So it says under your state of Louisiana, when it has high school diploma, and also it will say something different, like certificate of achievement. Which this is the comprehensive reason. Very comprehensive part versus certificate. So that falls on my second reason about just being a little bit more advanced. But it's worth it if you can. Okay. So when you can definitely get into some things with a high school diploma in your hand. This. Like you have jobs that a lot of the job boards here on Indeed, Glassdoor, or what's the other side I've been on to, but anyways, Indeed, all require some form of this high school diploma, which you have to have this or a GED. And the things is also your technical skills. If you go to technicals, and I promise I won't be pushing that towards anybody, just stating the facts. Attend a 4-year university, which I'm not pushing that either, because everybody's path is different. Or join the armed forces if you can, and you don't have a disability. For me, I can't, and probably a lot of my other friends can't either. So, and that's for the disabled. It's on the options. If it's a normal person and you feel passionate about it, I say go for it. A certificate of achievement is even more limited towards opportunities and can only work and attend college. They can only work and not attend college since colleges are already open for the GEDs and the high school diplomas. That is very true. And I can tell you some instances where that has happened. Because I went to Fletcher, and this passport is important. If you had to make accommodations, you had to have the appropriate paperwork, which I'm about ready to get into that point. If you're disabled, you have autism or something. I think if not everybody does, just put it another one out there. So another one is okay. Alright. Cause even if you decide to go to school as a disabled, you have this is an example of a school a college degree right here. But before that happens, you'd have to have the high school diploma or the GED. That's what it is, and it brings me on to my next point. If you have a disabled student in college, Nichols, LSU, wherever you go, you can seek out your accommodations. And most of your universities have a policy in place for that reason. Some you have to just bring like a psychological evaluation, or some you just gotta bring a doctor's note. In my case, for both, was bringing a doctor's note and go through the intake process, and I was set to go, pretty much. Okay, so then my sixth point on this one is a high school diploma shows that you have a person that's very, the fluency is a little bit better. Like, they can read, they can fully write, they can have the full means to do things much more than the certificate achievers. And, okay, so this kind of goes into play here. Most certificate achievers were profound kids. Like, and also for diploma track people who have an IEP in the process were inclusion kids. And then also the fact most diploma graduates can do things on their own and advocate for themselves as needed. Versus the fact that sometimes certificate of achievers, they have to also rely on their grown-ups or whatever to be the voice that they need, And I have been thinking about this all this time, I've been thinking, since I'm really lucky to get these two right here, these two. Because not very many people have this chance. And I happen to be one of the few who do. And I've been looking at jobs and been praying about things on basis, and been thinking about, what can I do to actually represent the community that has been underrepresented enough. And I thought about getting into some fields with working with disabilities, like myself. So, I'll see you later.